Good morning, Bitcoins! Today is Thursday, February 25th, 2014 at 1:35 a.m. in Tokyo, Japan. Have a MadBitcoins and a smile. MadBitcoins subscriber index 2835. The aliens have never been one for politics, but they do like voting. They like it when everyone votes by donating their time and creating photoshops, memes, tweets, videos, and music and more to make the campaign their own. In that spirit, MadBitcoins would like to ask you to support Chris Ellis for Bitcoin Foundation Board. Mr. Ellis is thoughtful and well-spoken about Bitcoin and can bring both great vision and great experience in the grassroots to the wayward Bitcoin Foundation and renew the sense that the Bitcoin Foundation responds to the people and is indeed a visionary group. It could restore their status in the Bitcoin community and the world. With Chris Ellis, the Bitcoin Foundation will get the breath of fresh air that it needs to avoid succumbing to its current negative appearance, with the resignations of Shrem and Karpellis, and its focus on business and not the community. Chris J knows community and helped build one of the strongest in cryptocurrency with Feathercoin. Now it's time for him to do it again with Bitcoin. We have a large and rowdy group of Bitcoiners out there who are looking for leadership from the Bitcoin Foundation. Not backwards, boring, business-based leadership, but leadership that serves the people themselves. Both the people and Bitcoin and the people of the world. Which, if you listen to Chris J, you'll quickly learn are one and the same. Bitcoin for the people. Chris J for the Bitcoin. Join us. Do your part. Spread the word. Ask Bitcoin Foundation members, read businesses, to nominate and vote for Chris J. The people have no votes in the nomination or the election, so we must use the bully pulpit and tell the powers that be that we want Chris J for the Bitcoin Foundation. Support Chris J today! Here are today's MadBits. Bitcoin prices continue to recover from the Mt Gox closing, with WinkIndex reporting a last of 585, a high of 590, and a low of 561, with a volume of 59,000 Bitcoins. This episode of MadBitcoins is sponsored by viewers like you. Special thanks to donor 0.00106989, 0.00131313, 0.005, and 0.0009. MadBitcoins thanks you for your generous support. Bitcoin Foundation responds to U.S. Senator Joe Manchin's call to ban Bitcoin. Bitcoin Foundation General Counsel Patrick Merck penned the letter which warned the wayward senator that this is not the right time in U.S. economic history to turn away from innovations that offer improvements for jobs and the economy. The letter does an excellent job addressing the senator's pathetic FUD, retracing well-traveled paths like the Silk Road, and even raising the advantages of Bitcoin for small businesses over the traditional credit card system. It's a good read, and you should check it out. U.S. Attorney subpoenaed Mt. Gox. Other Bitcoin businesses. Manhattan U.S. Attorney Preet Bharara has sent subpoenas to Mt. Gox, other Bitcoin exchanges, and businesses that deal in Bitcoin to seek information on how they handled recent cyber attacks, a source familiar with the probe said on Wednesday. The subpoenas also asked for basic information about computer programming and requested a copy of a basic textbook entitled Computer Networks. How do they work? They also asked the exchanges for copies of their checkbooks and information about their mailing address. Now, nations mull the ways to regulate Bitcoin. In Japan, the center of the Mt Gox disaster, they are assessing the situation and responding as necessary, but at the moment they are in an information gathering stage. The article also recaps the recent developments in New York State with Super Nintendo Losky and his quixotic quest. The New York Times covers the world, and now they also cover Bitcoin. Second market jumps to give legitimacy to Bitcoin. The USA Today writes a really nice summary of Second Market, the creators of the Second Market Bitcoin ETF, an exchange-traded fund, rival to the Winklevi ETF, WinkDef. The Second Market ETF is targeting the incredibly wealthy and large funds, whereas the WinkDef wants to be publicly traded on the stock market. Both are ways for traditional investors to invest in Bitcoin without ever having to learn about paper wallets or encrypted passphrases. Sure, it's their loss for not just learning something and getting in on their own, but in general, it's good for Bitcoin, and what's good for Bitcoin is good for Bitcoin. Until next time, this has been MadBitcoins. MadBitcoins. MadBitcoins.